Hi there, welcome back to another BobBlast. I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about how do I come up with an idea and also how do I title my paintings. There are two books you got to have in the studio. My book, the Loosen Up book, and the Roget Thesaurus. It'll get you out of trouble or into trouble. It's a great way to get titles. Let me show you how I do it. So, if you've seen my previous BobBlast, how I begin a painting and how I work all the way through, this one is more details about how I do this. So, as you know, I always have a theme, a concept, and always a series. Never do just one painting. So I do a theme, and this one, let's say Soulmates. I came up with the word Soulmates. I wanted to do a show based on SoulMates. Okay, SoulMates, right? So I'll journal as much as I possibly can, my ideas of what a soulmate is to me, and what does that word mean, and how do I visually display that. So after I've used up all the right side of my creative side here of my brain, and write down as much as I possibly can, then I run out of ideas, so I refer to the Roget Thesaurus. This book is fantastic for ideas. What I do is look up the word soulmate. It works just like a dictionary. There's the word soulmate, and it refers me to another page, and then, oh my gosh, there's like 5,000 words for soulmates, and there's all my titles. That's how I come up with my titles. They're right here in the Roget Thesaurus, okay? And that's where I get all my ideas, and actually that's where the titles come from. First, I always come up with the titles first, not at the end. That way, I'll know when the painting's done, when it matches that title. Let me show you how I do that. And so, as you know, I start off always with paper or a canvas, but I always gesso it first. Acrylic gesso, really put it over the whole surface. That way it seals the paper. I'm using Kilimanjaro watercolor paper right now. So I've torn them all up into 10-inch by 10-inch squares. That's the size I'm going to be working on. Remember, these are my practice pieces. Those are the blue jays outside my studio, if you can hear them right now. There we go. Great. Okay. Then we let that dry, and then I'll show you how I start this Soulmate series. So this is my initial sketch of a couple soulmates sitting on a sofa. When I saw that, I said, yeah, that's what I want to do more of. So this was just an idea I had several months ago. Here's how I get started. My paper's already been gessoed. It's dried. On my table, I have black paint. I have my white gesso. I have my handy dandy craft brown tape. What I do is I put it on the back like that. Stick it on the back like that. There we go. Now it's not going to slide around when I paint on it. Big brush. You know the concept of what I'm about to do. Couple sitting on a sofa. And this one, I'm going to do a series of just black and white. Starting off with black and white. We'll add color in the next BobBlast. But on this one, it's just black and white. Get the composition down. And remember the letter C's, all the letter C's I use. What's the concept? The concept, and then the composition. This will be off-balanced is the composition, asymmetrical, where you have a whole lot of something over here and nothing going on over here. That's the composition. Let's see how we start. Yay, here we go. So all three of these pre-gessoed papers have been taped down. My white happens to be my gesso. There you go, instead of titanium white. My black happens to be black gesso. Remember, this is just going to be a black and white initial beginning. Here we go. My water's ready to go. And let's get started here. Just get the concept down. It's going to be the human figure snuggling, sitting on a sofa with another human figure. I'm doing some little negative shape painting here. There we go. And I'll get some white in here. sofa. We'll do a big deep sofa, something like this. There we go. Here's her head. Negative shape painting for the head. Oh, isn't that cute? They're all snuggling. Add some gray matter in here. Getting my lights and my darks down first. There we go. And I work on all of these all at the same time. Don't stay in one area too long. That's when we kill it. All right? So moving on to the next one. Here we go. Get the figure. Now they're not going to be identical. That's the best part. Variations on a theme, right? Legs are out here. There we go. Yeah. And snuggling again. Putting the head really close to the figure. And she's sitting on a sofa also. Pretty dramatic stuff. And this is where I keep changing it just a little bit. So it becomes interesting for me too. The whole trick here is not to bore yourself into this painting. Show people how exciting it is to be a painter. Not how boring it is. This is the sofa sitting over here. It will be one of these days. More water. Always more water. Don't skimp. There we go. Something like that. And again, try not to stay in one painting too long. There we go. It's an interesting shape. Again, work all over at the same time. Let's go to the next one. Usually I put a mid-tone down and then work my darks and lights. And this one just to speed things up. For this demonstration anyway. Oh yeah, do something a little bit different. Put the lady's head or the partner's head right over here. There we go. Ah, they're watching late night Friday television or something on the sofa. We're all sprawled out. But you know, there's a relationship going on there. That's the thing. That was the whole idea. Remember, soulmates. Spending time together. Doesn't matter what they're doing, just so they spend time together. Soulmates. And that's the beginning, how I start a series. Always start on a series. Never just one painting. It makes it a lot more exciting. You're a lot freer. That way you don't have to think, oh, this better be the most famous painting I've ever done. It'll be one of many of them. This is where I always like to say, I don't choose all of them. That's where I like to say, many are called, but few are chosen. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't wait to continue this one on the next BobBlast. So stay tuned, practice, 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 have a theme, get your ideas and titles to your paintings from the Roget Thesaurus. Get one for yourself. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, here to invite you to enter your work, your paintings, into our second international virtual jury show. How about that? We just had one called Petting Zoo, very successful, lots of prizes. We were pretty excited about it by the responses and your results that we decided to do another one. And this one the theme is called Table Settings. Think of the possibilities, table setting. It could be table for two. It could be dishes and plates and wine glasses. It could be a banquet. It could be a table for one. You decide, how do I do a painting, and the title will be Table Setting. It's your imagination. We take abstracts, realistic, all of them. It's your best effort. And let me tell you, you're good enough to enter into this show. We have an international juror, again, a different one. Her name is Karen Vernon. I love this lady. She's a great teacher and a great painter. And so she's well qualified to pick out the best. So you send in your best for table setting. The prospectus is following this information. And go to my website, you'll see the whole thing. I can't wait to see your work. Take care, and this is Bob Burridge. Hi there, I'm Bob Burridge, and this is all about Date Night with Bob. We just got finished doing one. See the paintings behind me? This is a 2-hour kind of a Zoom painting workshop is what it is. And we were painting for 2 hours. You can either do it along with me, or you can sit back and have an adult beverage and watch at the same time. This is called a fun thing we're gonna be doing. We've done them already, so it's called Date Night with Bob. And don't you want to do that on whatever nights we have? Check out the schedule. It's right behind me, and we're going to be painting like crazy. I'll see you on Date Night with Bob.